Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 21st. We're going to jump right in here, Scorpio. You have this crow spirit. It says, you'll soon receive news that will bring some blessed experiences into your life. You have the small spirit. It says, appreciate where you are in your journey instead of wishing it was easier or different. So this looks pretty good so far. That there could be some blessed experiences coming in for you, of course. You have the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. The Ace of Cups is really about your flow, and especially for you fixed signs, I think that flow is kind of like a key word for you at the end of the year here. So, and doing more things that create flow, and even the Eight of Wands is my card of creating like a slip and slide in life. I look at the Eight of Wands as an action that we have to take. So, the Eight of Wands can represent things happening quickly, but we have to remove as much resistance as we possibly can and make our life as smooth as we possibly can for the Eight of Wands to work. So if there are things that are causing restrictions or friction in your life, the Eight of Wands is about either removing those things or, fixing those things or smoothing those things out. And if you do that, then things will kind of speed up with the Eight of Wands. So you have the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy, and like I said, it's also a little bit about getting into the flow. That cup can easily reach down into the water below it, and it can fill itself back up. So with the Ace of Cups, we have to do more things that put us into the flow. And if you do that, then you will, things will speed up. This could also be a love offer. Again, it wasn't really looking like a love reading, but now it kind of is with the Ten of Cups showing up as well. So if you want love, this definitely could be communication that you're receiving in love with the Eight of Wands. So if you want love, then I would say open up. The Eight of Wands is about socializing as well. So if you want love, this can be a great card to get out there and socialize. You have the Five of Cups here, though, and, I'm just going to pull it right now. I feel like some of you are fearing, like, a disappointment or fearing that something isn't going to work out well for you. So, like, let's say you have your eye on a person or you started dating a person or you're just talking to a person right now, or you could even be about to do those things. The Five of Cups says, let go of your fears of, like, the past things that didn't work out, because he actually has two cups behind him, like the Two of Cups, so there could be something really solid coming in for you, but, I would make sure that you're not focusing on, just kind of like projecting too far into the future, feeling like things aren't going to work. And again, the Eight of Wands says create more smoothness in your life, smooth things out. With the Five of Cups, this can represent regrets. I always say the Five of Cups has a very easy solution, which is to turn around, see these two cups, and then you get the bridge and the castle. So he's grieving the loss of something he no longer enjoys. Some of you could be grieving the loss of like a past connection, or it could be anything. And I feel like the Five of Cups is saying, turn around, because look at all this goodness that's coming up behind you with that Five of Cups. You have a lot of good stuff to look forward to, and I would just let go of anything from the past, right? Let's see. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords. I literally said open up, I'm pretty sure, on that Eight of Wands. So I think you need to open up, especially if you want love. You have to communicate with people. You have to talk to people with your mouth and actually get to know people. I think it would be a great time for you to socialize just in general, not even for love. Like, even if you don't want love, the Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups are just great cards of, communication, community, great cards of socializing as well. So it might be a good time to pull yourself out of isolation if you have been isolated and, get out into the world or spend time with people you care about. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Love it. Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. With the Eight of Wands, this would say that the changes you're making right now are definitely going to benefit you in the future. So if you're making changes to smooth things out, like I said, anywhere in your life where you're experiencing resistance, friction, or being held back, if transform those situations, and it will pay off in the near future is kind of what this is saying. I literally said it to Pisces, the first water sign reading I did today, that I had a feeling that all the water sign readings would be talking about financial improvements, and they basically have. I think that there are a lot of financial improvements that people can make right now, and whatever you can do to make those improvements would be a good idea. But I also just feel that your finances could be improving this week. With the Five of Cups, you have the Two of Swords. Needing to believe that things can be different. With the Two of Swords, she is normally crossing the swords over her heart. She's trying to protect her heart, but there's normally an island behind her, And that island represents a third place solution. So I think that, needing to believe that things are not always going to be the same. Like, let's say you have a history of dating people who cheat. The Two of Swords is about needing to believe that not everyone cheats, because not everyone cheats, right? And you probably don't cheat. I hope. And again, if you don't, that means there are other people who also don't. So I think it's time to change your story and to realize that things can be different. And the Three of Wands says maybe you have to go on an adventure to make things different, because I think as humans we all have a habit of picking the same type of person, right? I know I do. I always pick the same type of person, always ends the same way, right? So I have to change my story. And I think that's what this is saying, is like you have to change your story and look other places, to find people, or look for different types of people, right? And that will fix your whatever's going on here. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you have this new moon. It says beginnings on it. You have this moonlit. It says embrace uncertainty. I think this is probably why we pick the same type of person, because we know exactly how it's going to end, right? There's no guessing. We don't have to learn a new type of person. And so the Three of Wands also says embrace uncertainty, and clearly that's going to be beneficial for you. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, I feel really good about money for water signs this week. So even if your money isn't looking that great, I think there are plenty of things you could do to improve it. The Nine of Pentacles is about your environment, and it says that your environment affects how successful you can be, right? So I feel for a lot of you that focusing on your environment and the energy around you is going to be important, especially if you work from home, right? I know I work from home, and working from home, if I had any distractions in this office, I would be distracted all day long. So I make sure that I remove all distractions from my office. Anything that could look interesting, anything that I could fiddle with, I get rid of, because I'm probably going to mess with whatever is laying around. And so I keep it as clean and, as distraction free as possible. So I'm creating an environment of success. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about your environment and creating an environment of success. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands kind of says, what are you waiting for? Even if we go this way, this is ultimate happiness. And you have the Sun here as well, which is also ultimate happiness. But the Three of Wands says you kind of embracing uncertainty and stepping into the unknown with the Three of Wands will lead to your Ten of Cups. And again, Ten of Cups does not have to only be love. So if you're sitting there saying, I don't want love, it doesn't have to be love. It could just be anything. It could be anything that makes you feel joyful, happy, makes you feel supported. The Ten of Cups is also fortune after difficulty as well. So if you've been going through difficulties, the Three of Wands to the Ten of Cups would say embracing uncertainty and doing things differently in your life, changing your story, will lead to happiness. You have the Sun. So the Sun is the best card in the tarot, of course. And it is ultimate happiness and joy. And I feel for a lot of you, this is what you are kind of working towards. The Sun also says pay attention to your attention. I think that's something people forget about the Sun. That most people just talk about how good it is, which it is a very good card. But the Sun is like a spotlight. It shines a light on the things that we need to pay attention to in our lives. And so I would make sure with the Sun that if your attention is being drawn to something, meaning just randomly throughout the day you think about like a topic, a person, a place, a thing you want to do, a goal, wish, dream, whatever it is, that you manifest it. We go up to the Magician here, and the Magician is coming up in the good stuff, and the Magician really says if you can dream it, you can have it. With the Three of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes a dream work. So Nine of Pentacles is all about independence, which is great. But at the same time, at some points in life, we just have to get help, or we need a little bit of assistance. And so, this could represent asking for help if you need help with anything. It could represent getting assistance on, the projects or ideas that you're working on. And Three of Pentacles is also a card of quality work as well. So whatever you're working on, make sure, I really don't think it's that big of a concern for you, Scorpio. I think the things you are working on are of quality, but maybe something that could help increase the quality of what you're working on is like the help of other people. With the Three of Wands, you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think it's time to walk away from what's not serving you, really. I mean, the Three of Wands, he's looking at those boats. He could go have that adventure, and he's just standing where he has always been. And maybe that where he has always been is not very fulfilling to him. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that isn't fulfilling and moving towards something and, hopefully finding fulfillment. I always say that we don't actually know if the guy on the Eight of Cups is finding fulfillment or not. the only thing we know is that he's walking away from something because it isn't fulfilling. And I think that's what this is saying, is like you need to go on this adventure to find fulfillment. And the Ten of Cups is ultimate fulfillment. With the Sun, here you go. You have the Nine of Cups. Yes, the Sun, your attention is trying to move you towards fulfillment. So whatever you keep thinking about is probably the thing that you need to move towards. And it doesn't matter if it's like a new job, a new business idea, a person, it could be anything. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Kiwi card. It says awareness, psychic attunement, and fidelity. You have the zebra. It says spiritual symmetry, distinctiveness, and self-acceptance. So I feel for a lot of you that you do need to trust your intuition. It's a very intuitive week this week, so your intuition could be on fire. I also feel like you need to, realize what makes you special with that zebra card, right? The fact that, most zebras look pretty much the same, and the zebra card says distinctiveness on it, which would be something that makes you more unique. And I feel this is saying, like, you don't have to blend into the crowd. You can be your own unique self. You have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. Good things happening after a difficult period of time. It's also happy home, happy family. Really good love reading this week. And again, the astrology is very good for water signs for love right now. So, it kind of makes sense that, if you put yourself out there, you could meet a person. Some of you might already have a person as well. And if you already have a person, this would be very positive. Ten of Cups, we were talking about the Eight of Wands, about removing things that cause friction in your life. And the Ten of Cups it's kind of like there's a sense of ease with the Ten of Cups. So anything you can do to focus on creating more ease in your life is what I would focus on. Now, life is never perfect, of course, but, during those moments where you are obligated to do something, how can you make it easier? Where there's will, there's a way. And if you use a little creative problem solving as well, I think you can make things easier. And this is about kind of like chipping away at the things that cause friction and making them as easy as possible. You have the Page of Wands. Again, we see a lot of adventure here. 3 of Wands, Page of Wands, 2 of Wands. The Page of Wands is about moving towards your enthusiasm. The Sun is also very similar. The Sun kind of wants us to move towards joy, peace, happiness, love, all the good feelings. And the Page of Wands is starting a new adventure to do that. And you also have the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands is also very similar. 2 of Wands is about leaving a comfort zone and getting out into the world. So I think it could just be a good little adventure week for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. I do kind of feel like there could be a big opportunity coming in for you at this time. And so this could be like a new opportunity to do something like different in your life or to do something new in your life. And I would say, it feels very random to me is what I would say as well. So this could be like a random opportunity that comes out of nowhere. I'm even getting that this could be like a side thing for money. So you might randomly get the opportunity to do something on the side this week. And I do feel it would be very helpful for you. On top of that, this of course could be a love offer. And, we start with the Ace of Cups, we go down to the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be like a new love offer that you're receiving, and I think it would be very good. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles, also pretty good because we have 2 Nine of Pentacles here. This could be you being independent, and you could be attracting a person who's very independent. I think 2 independent people together actually works very well. So, it's like 2 people who don't really need each other, but they just want each other. It's not like a needy person with a non-needy person. I think this is 2 people who have like their own thing going on. And so I think those connections can do very well. With the Page of Wands, you have the High Priestess. It's like a new perspective. The Hangman. The Hangman is normally hanging upside down. He's looking at something from a new perspective. We have these cards like the Magician, which can represent a new beginning. We have 2 Aces, which can also represent a new beginning. And so a lot of you might be just having a new beginning based off of a new perspective. Like you could be seeing something that you've never seen before with the Hangman. I keep wanting to say the High Priestess for whatever reason, and the Magician. And so again, if you have like this Ace of Pentacles opportunity could just be a realization you're having. It's like maybe you've been thinking about starting a business, and maybe you're like, oh, I need all this money to do it. But again, the new perspective could be that you don't need money to start it, or that you could start it in a different way. And I feel that these new perspectives are really kind of the thing that's going to set the fixed signs free. So I think that, this is the secret sauce for you fixed signs is new perspectives or looking for other ways of doing things. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune. If this is like a side opportunity, a side job, side hustle, or something like that, I think it could be something that would really change your fortunes. So, any random opportunities that come your way, it might be worth looking into, and it might even be worth accepting things as well. I always tell people, it's like, here's the thing. It's like, if you get a side hustle, or if you get an opportunity to make money on the side, you can always quit if you don't like it. So it's like, I always tell people, like, just take it, just do it, whatever it is, and if you don't like it, quit, leave, right? And because I feel this could be something really good for you. But I also do feel that some of you are like, do I really want to do this? Or you have the Eight of Swords here. You could be getting like a opportunity to pick up extra hours or something like that. And I kind of see you going back and forth in my head. But I feel this is saying, like, you can always just quit later. So I think this would be something that would be really good for you. So I would encourage you to accept it. Of course, tarot can't make you do anything. So, I'm not like telling you what to do here. I just think that you would be happy that you did based off of all the cards. The Wheel of Fortune, you also show up on the Wheel of Fortune normally in the top corner here. So the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like saying you are showing up in a very present position here. Next, in the area of the good stuff, we have this Calm card and this Impulse card. I think you need to calm your impulses for sure with this energy, but I kind of feel like you are as well, because it's showing up in the good stuff. But I feel, this week says focus on calm and focus on creating more calm. Again, if I were you, really the only thing I would focus on if I were you would be that Eight of Wands. Like, looking at the things in my life that slow me down and how can I smooth those things out. Again, slip and slide, right? How can you create a slip and slide in your life where you just blast right through things with that Eight of Wands? Now, it's not necessarily always easy, and we have to get to those points in the slip and slide where maybe it turns into sandpaper, which sounds gross, right? But what I would say is you have to look at those things that slow you down and see how you can transform them. You have the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. The Magician is, of course, about creating your own reality. I do feel like a major focus of the reading is talking about you changing your story or creating your own reality. So anything you can do to create your own reality, of course, would be a good idea with the Magician. He's also a card of reinvention and reinventing yourself, which I kind of feel like you are, Scorpio. Like we said with that Three of Wands, you're getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're going on more adventures and kind of realizing that to get off the hamster wheel of life, you have to have new experiences. I always pull the card that he's pointing to. We're going to say it's this one. You have the Snakes card. It says fertility, birth, and health. So all those things are important, but the Magician, he has this snake wrapped around his waist, which represents reinvention. So I feel a lot of you could be experiencing a rebirth at this time, or you could be transforming in some way. You have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead and, again, leaving a comfort zone. Getting out into the world, experiencing variety. Funny enough, I always say that the Seven of Cups, which is your next card, says variety is spice of life. So I think that variety or experiencing variety this week could be extra beneficial for you, trying things you've never tried before, having new experiences, things like that. With the Magician, you have the Six of Swords. Yeah, again, another card of ease, right? Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, making things easier. And so this reading is really about doing the work to make your life easier. Now, it's going to require work, and it's not necessarily going to be easy to make your life easier. It never is. But at the same time, if you do it, I think your life is going to improve. With the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Cups. We have the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. I thought we had the Three of Cups twice, but I guess not. And, but we still have these cards of community, Ten of Cups, that are saying ask for help. So it could be a really good week to work together with other people. And we have a major independent streak in this energy with the Nine of Pentacles coming up twice. So I think it would be a great time to ask for help or get help from people or work together with other people. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is like conflict and competition. I think you need to do whatever you can to, learn from the competition, especially in the good stuff. The other thing I would say is that the Five of Wands can say that you're conflicted on having something with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can be something that we are dreaming of manifesting or creating or having in our lives. And so if you are conflicted about, accepting something into your life, the Five of Wands kind of wants you to go on the adventure or wants you to face the conflict, even though it might not cause a conflict. Again, the Seven of Cups could say you're dreaming about having love. Five of Wands would say that you're worried that if you allow love into your life, that it's going to create conflict. But really, this is like saying you don't know until you do it. You have this dog card that says protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, I feel like you're protected at this time. I also feel like friends really want to help you. So don't be afraid to ask for help. You have this whale. It says great worry over nothing. I don't know. I really feel like all three water signs, again, are probably worrying about things that just aren't going to happen or they don't need to worry about. So, I would let go of the fears. You have this vine card. It says seek out information that will help you. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, normally all four fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, are showing up around the card. They all have books in their hands. The Wheel of Fortune definitely represents educating yourself or finding information that can help you. You have this ear card that says good news. Yes, there definitely could be good news. Ace of Pentacles can be a card of good news coming in for you. And so if you've been waiting for like approval on something or been waiting for an offer, this could be an offer. And finally, you have this marriage card. Again, if you are looking for love, very good reading. You could be finding a person that you will marry in the future. So amazing. But this looks pretty good, Scorpio. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.